everybody. We are Just Us Thinking, and we're here for our Dragon Aftershow.
Yes, we are.
So, Mikey, didn't go like we wanted it to go, or how we planned it to go, did it?
It really did not.
So
You're welcome.
Thank you.
now, just so you know, most of the episodes are kind of a collaboration. We kind of all go through what we're going to talk about and kind of have a guideline of where we're going, right?
Okay.
Is that right or no? Mikey?
Yeah, that is true.
That's how we do it, yeah.
Okay. Now, we don't, like I said, we don't script what we are going to say or the direction we're going to go. I don't believe in scripting. I want things to flow on the topic kind of naturally, but we kind of have the topics that we're going to go over, okay?
Okay.
So, when you see the show take a dramatic turn, that means one of us are either in a mood or, I don't know.
Something's happening.
Yeah. Now, it does happen. Normally it's me.
Yeah.
That was all you.
Yeah, that was all Rebecca.
Yeah, that was you losing your shit on that show.
Yeah, I know.
So, main show was entertaining for me, I tell you that.
It was entertaining for me, too.
If nobody else finds that show entertaining, I got entertainment out of it, and that's good enough for me. So
There you go.
everybody else go screw themselves if they don't like it. It's funny.
Yeah.
Now, the after show. We're going to be continuing on the dragons topics, but we're going to talk about real dragons. Real dragons that exist.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, can either one of you name a real dragon that exists?
A bearded dragon.
Yep,
All right.
a bearded dragon. The name is there. It's a lizard.
Does a dragonfly count?
Well, she's going off on a tangent again. Ooh. There she goes.
She said she's not drinking.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure. I didn't see her consume any alcohol,
I haven't
but her
either.
actions are saying otherwise.
I have it, I swear.
No, I don't think a dragonfly doesn't exist.
Okay. Well, they do exist.
Well, okay, they're not a dragon.
Okay.
I've seen a housefly too. I've never seen an elephant fly.
Yeah, they don't fly.
You ever seen an elephant fly?
Nope.
Nope.
Well, Dumbo in the movie.
Well, the after show is continuing on this, so yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm surprised you didn't say kimono dragon.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Yep, so there's a thing that's called a kimono dragon.
Right. We've do we have one here or is it I can't remember where I saw one at.
I think there's
I know it's a
several
zoo.
in zoos.
Yeah.
I think they're on the Galapagos Islands.
Oh, okay.
Is like the islands of where most of those are. You also have a leafy sea dragon.
Oh, okay.
So that's your aquatic dragon right there, right? Mikey was right with a bearded dragon. That's on my list.
Okay.
Now here's this is a cool. It's called a blue dragon sea slug.
Mm-hmm.
And I will tell you, when you think sea slug, you're thinking ugly, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So it is one of a beautiful thing. So if anybody want to Google a blue dragon sea slug, they look beautiful, right,
Yeah,
Mikey?
those
That
are
thing
really
looked
cool.
awesome.
Yep. Then they have a thing that's called a flying dragon.
There you go.
So flying dragons, or they're called Draco lizards. They're capable of flying through the sky like a mythical dragon. Scaly membranes between their forelegs and their hind legs. That means they have 4 legs.
Okay.
When it says their forelegs and their hind legs, that means that one set legs and 2 second. So
Okay.
4 legs.
Okay.
Just for those that are counting at this point. Okay.
Okay.
Now they can glide. Now they don't really fly. They glide. So they glide up to 160 feet from tree to tree.
Oh,
Holy
wow.
cow.
That would be kind of cool to see.
Kind of like a flying squirrel. Kind of
Yeah.
is kind of the way it is.
Okay.
And they are very, very small. So they're about like 3 inches.
Oh.
So
okay.
they're far from your pterodactyls.
Very far.
You also have the Chinese water dragon,
Oh. Okay.
which is basically like I want to say it looks a little bit similar to like an iguana,
Oh. Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So, and then they have like dragon millipedes and stuff like that. So I guess your dragonfly would classify in the real world. So,
Okay.
so there's a lot of real dragons that actually exist. Now, there are saying that, chickens are direct descendants of dinosaurs. Did you know that?
Yes.
Well, see, Mikey knew that. Did you know that, Rebecca?
I did not know that. No. But I mean, I could see it.
Yep. So every time you eat chicken, you're eating a tiny T-Rex.
All right.
You didn't know that, Mikey?
I mean, I knew that, like, they were, like, dinosaurs evolved into that, but, like...
Yeah. So what that's not hard to think that this giant dinosaur evolved into something as small as a chicken. That there's nothing that says that these pterodactyls evolved into these smaller flying lizards or kimono dragons or something along those lines, right?
Fair enough. I could see it.
Or just maybe they're a type of bird now.
Yeah.
So, it's hard to, you'd have to get enough DNA to, I guess, trace it back, but it's not that far-fetched to say that, right?
No.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, I guess not. I mean, yeah.
Now, I don't know where the dragonfly falls on the evolution table here. I don't know. That seems like, what makes a dragonfly a dragonfly?
I don't know.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love dragonflies because, well, I don't know. Maybe dinosaurs had tails, right?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So if you think did a pterodactyl have tails?
I don't think they did.
Well, I would think they had to help glide, wouldn't they? So it's quite possible that they had tails. So wings up at the front, arms, and then the tail in the back. That would almost, maybe that's how they got the dragonfly, because if you look at a dragonfly and you look at a pterodactyl in flight, I would be willing to bet they could look very similar as far as them flying.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. What'd we lose him on?
I don't know. He looked up.
I'm sorry. I was scrolling through pictures and I just saw this.
Dragonfly costume.
Is it a dragonfly costume?
No, it's a
pterodactyl
Or a
costume.
Pterodactyl costume.
it looks
There,
so,
you could get a pterodactyl costume.
yes.
I know what I want for my birthday.
Okay.
I've got I have a dragon costume. I have a dinosaur costume, right?
Yeah, it's down in
Yeah.
the basement still.
Yeah, I want a pterodactyl costume. I totally want a pterodactyl costume. That'd be awesome.
It looked so stupid though.
That's what I'm going to do. Well, so how old's Aurora? Like, not even 1 yet,
Not
right?
even one. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So if I get a pterodactyl costume this Halloween,
Yeah.
and we could invite him go out, I could hide around the corner and go caw and like come around and like grab the kid out of the stroller and like try to fly off. That would be like awesome to do.
That would be kind
We
of
won't
funny.
tell her.
Okay.
Don't watch the show, Tiffany. That would be awesome. I would laugh that would be hilarious. I don't know if I could like kidnap kids that way. And it's okay because it's a comical way of kidnapping kids.
There you go.
You can't be afraid of someone kidnapping a kid if they're wearing a pterodactyl outfit, right?
I guess that beats Krampus.
That does definitely beat Krampus. I'm just screwed if there's a couple knights that are around. Anybody dressed at knights, I'm screwed.
There we go. We can have Mikey dress up as a knight.
And he could chase me. Oh my god. We totally have
our costumes this year.
Yeah, he can start chasing me. Come back, foul beast. And then like he could chase me.
Come back, thou art beast.
Although if we want to be now I need to find a flamethrower.
Okay.
So I could be a fire breathing dragon.
There you go. With your on-off switch.
With my on-off switch. It'll definitely have to have an on-off switch.
See? They gotta be able to control it.
Yep, I do. Yeah. Okay, your on-off switch has now come full circle, and I'm on board.
Okay.
I'm fully on board on this on-off switch.
Alrighty then.
Did you see find a picture of a pterodactyl on your phone that's flying? And
Yeah.
do they look like do they look like a dragonfly flying? Do they have a tail?
They do not have a tail. They have legs, but they don't have a tail.
Well, but that's we don't know if they did or did not have a tail.
That is true. But all of the ones that I'm finding don't look like they have a tail.
Well, it's quite possible that the tail will be probably the thinnest part of the bones.
Yeah.
Like birds. Birds kind of have a tail, right? But it's a feather tail, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what if they had? They think dinosaurs had feathers.
Okay.
So it's quite possible that if that's I don't know, a bird type deal, that it may be scales underneath, but it may have had feathers. So if it had feathers, it could have had some very long feathers on the butt that helped it fly.
They could have.
And it could have helped cause balance and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What this does away with my spike tail theory, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Sorry.
Here's the thing. We now know that dinosaurs, we're pretty sure that dinosaurs had feathers. But even in Jurassic Park, they don't portray any of them with feathers.
Yeah, they don't.
I'm sorry, a T-Rex isn't scary enough if he has feathers on him.
No, he would just look like a
Giant bird.
giant derpy bird.
A derpy bird, yeah.
Trying to
short
catch you with
arms.
his little T-Rex arms.
Yeah. And his head was so huge. Those arms just seemed like not even worth it, right?
Yeah.
I know. What was the point of the arms?
I don't know. He couldn't high five a single thing.
Right.
I mean,
And
that's
he can't go down on all fours either, so it's he has to stand up and run.
yeah. A T-Rex could not do a push-up.
Yeah.
His face would get in the way. Can you imagine that?
Plop.
Plop. If he fell over, how did he get up? He couldn't use those to get up, could he? They wouldn't
No.
get him up enough, right?
He'd just sit there on his back waving his arms.
So he'd be like a turtle, just
Yeah,
stuck there on his back.
Well, the only thing I think they could be okay with is if a T-Rex fell over and his hands were up in the air, another T-Rex may be able to grab a hold of the arm and help him up. But it can only help him up so far before they're kissing, right?
Right, before the other one tumbles on him.
Right. This is why female T-Rexes didn't have boobs. He couldn't reach them. That would be. I mean, can you imagine? I couldn't even cop a feel if I was a T-Rex trying to get a female T-Rex.
Wow.
I think Mikey's done. Mikey said he's had enough of our shit.
I am so done with this episode.
Now he's going to be picturing a T-Rex trying to fill up another T-Rex. I can't reach him. Bring him closer. All you can reach is side boob. What the heck was that?
I don't know. I can't. I really can't. Wow.
Mike, Mikey's out of it.
I can't.
Yeah, Mikey kind of lost it there. Completely gone. Completely gone. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
That gives some bad images in that head of yours,
Yes,
Mikey.
it did.
Think of how the Stegosaurus had to make out there. It's like, move your tail so I don't that spiked tail that they have.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Oh.
They laid eggs, right? So did they I don't know how did dinosaurs mate?
I don't know.
Have you heard turtles mating?
No.
Oh, they make a horrible sound.
Oh, they do?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's this picture of it's a pan and they have a pan upside down and the turtle's like, "Oh, hey baby." And it tries to make out with the pan and it makes a horrible noise.
Oh.
You have to YouTube that. It really exists. I'm not lying.
Really?
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not YouTubing that.
They make a horrible sound when they're having intimate relations with each other or a pan.
Okay.
Wow. It's a horrible noise that they make. So birds fly and they mate by bumping butts in the air.
Do the elbow thing too.
No, that's the elbow thing.
Yeah.
What elbow thing?
Birds don't have elbows.
I know, but no, I'm talking about the movie, The Elbow.
Rocky Horror Picture Show. We're talking about birds, and you're
Okay,
talking.
never mind.
Where were what?
What?
Well,
What?
you were talking about the different ways of mating, and I don't know that.
And
came up.
elbow sex came to mind.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, you look pretty good. You want to rub my elbow?
No.
Oh,
Oh.
Mikey's down on that one too.
Okay, back to dinosaurs and dragons.
I was gonna say birds don't have elbows. How are they elbow sexing up there?
I don't know. Maybe with their
With their what?
claws. I don't know.
Their legs,
Yeah.
their feet.
Yeah, they can I don't know.
I don't know where we're going.
Are we all okay?
Obviously not.
No.
There's nothing okay with us tonight.
Apparently not. Wow.
I don't know where this went to.
I
We
don't
were
even-
okay with the Bigfoot one, and now we're just completely gone.
I guess this is now. Here's a question: how many of you guys are thinking about how dinosaurs dinosaurs mated, and then how dragons mated? Did they envelop each other in their wings, held them close,
Oh.
and pray you didn't hit that on-off switch when you were 69 with a dragon? Oh, sorry, I turned on my fire breathing there on accident. You hit the switch. Oops. You charred my berries. Nobody likes their berries charred. Nobody. Getting your cherries burned are not good. Don't burn the dingleberries. Don't make out with a dragon.
Yeah, not
You know?
recommended.
Nope.
No.
Nope. That's definitely not recommended. You never know when that switch is going to go off. Hey, the switch was your idea.
Yeah, you know.
In the heat of the moment,
Yeah.
they're going. You hear the bounce shickle wow wow music, and then oops, you hit my button. My dingleberries are toasty. The other dragons are talking about him. Don't make out with her. You hit her butt, and man, she'll scorch your dingleberries. Mikey doesn't like his dingleberries scorched either, right, Mikey?
We're done. We're done. Oh my god.
It's not like dogs; they don't mate that way, but they like all lay eggs. Have you seen two snakes mate?
No.
Oh, snake! They kind of like all intertwine with each other, and
Oh yeah.
yeah,
I could see that. Yeah.
I'm laughing so hard I got lightheaded.
that's not good. So yeah, snakes they kind of intertwine.
Okay.
Like some fish, they like when they like lay eggs, and then the males come back and fertilize them afterwards.
Yeah, I have no
I
idea.
guess I don't know the anatomy of lizards. Mikey, have you taken lizard anatomy?
No,
How do lizards get it on?
I don't know and I don't care to know.
Do they have to buy each other flowers first? I don't know. I mean, hey, I got you this ant for dinner tonight.
No, they
You wanna-
probably all just have like mating calls.
That's all. They just call and say, hey, I want to mate. And they're like, okay, I'll mate you. And that's it.
Well, that's what crickets do.
What? Crickets just like
Crickets have a mating call.
well, peacocks have a mating call. They still have to, do the act. The call itself is not, you can't call a girl and say, hey, you want to mate? And then she's like, okay, and then you hang up and that's it. Like, you didn't mate. You did a mating call.
Oh my god.
You can do that on Tinder, too. Just because you make a match doesn't mean you meet them. Oh, my goodness. Mikey, there's these birds and the bees and the dragons
And the dragonflies.
and the dragonflies. And then when one makes the other one very, very happy, they invite him over for some coffee. And they say, bounce, chicka, wow, wow. Oh, my goodness. I guess I honestly, I know how snakes mate. I don't really, I guess I've never taken a class where they told me how lizards do it.
I'm surprised you haven't watched a YouTube video on it.
I will. So whoever is monitoring my activity with the CIA or the FBI, it's only research, and it's all Rebecca's idea. So my NSA guy is going to be in a treat for tonight
Okay.
because I'm going to have to look and see how lizards mate,
Please don't.
which means my NSA guy is going to be watching lizards mate tonight. You're welcome. In case you didn't know either.
Yeah, there you go.
So, I wonder how many people are going to listen to this and go, I don't know how lizards mate either. And then they're going to Google this. And everybody's going to be like, why is everybody looking up how lizards mate?
And then the next person who types in how to just sees that on their search history.
Yeah, so how do, and then it's going to autofill, lizards make love. And everybody's going to be like, why is this a search thing? Well,
Who's searching this?
yeah, who the hell is searching this? Well,
Yeah.
hate to tell you.
Go to this after show and you'll find out.
Yep. That will, that will be,
That'll do it.
that'll definitely do it. Now, speaking of dragons, since we are on dragons,
Okay.
I know we touched a little bit about movies and stuff. Mm-hmm. I will tell you, Game of Thrones was actually, I actually enjoyed Game of Thrones.
I actually did too. I didn't watch the beginning couple first seasons, but I did watch the last couple seasons with you.
Yep. So I did quite enjoy that. And now it almost seemed like that family that was like the dragon family, I wouldn't say they necessarily controlled, but they kind of bonded with the dragons when they were young.
Yeah.
So it's not unheard of that could have happened with, we domesticate all kinds of animals. I mean, the problem is those animals are wild. I mean,
Yeah, and they could kill you.
yeah, there's that story of the guy that domesticated tigers, and then look at Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah.
There's a guy that would go out there with bears, Are you okay over there?
I get the hiccups from laughing so much.
Oh, this is hilarious. So there's a guy that we used to go out there with the bears, and then eventually the bears mauled him.
Oh wow.
So
That's sad.
when you go after when you try to tame a wild animal, they'll kill you.
Yeah.
They're no joke. So Mikey really has the hiccups now.
I've been laughing too much that I get the hiccups.
Oh, this is hilarious. This has never happened before. Out of how many episodes? This is the first time he's laughed so hard he had the hiccups. He can't stop, can you?
No, I've been laughing.
Yeah, he's gone. Oh, that's hilarious. No, yeah, wild animals would be crazy. So can you imagine if it was a dragon?
That would be nuts.
There's that one story about a guy who he got a little monkey. I don't know what kind of monkey it was, but he brought home a monkey, and eventually he had to get rid of it because as it grew up,
It got violent.
it kind of got, well, it didn't really get, it kind of started, they're very territorial. And then he took it and he gave it to a zoo, and then he would go visit it. Mm-hmm. And then I guess one year he took it a cake, like a birthday cake, and he was he's there. And I guess all the other monkeys that were there were like, where the hell's our cake? And they actually got out of their cage. They got out of him, and they dismembered him. They took his arms, they took his legs, they took his feet, they bit off his fingers. They destroyed him because they're you don't do that. You don't bring him something and you don't bring the rest of us. They're very jealous.
Wow.
So I would say that's probably why you don't get any, I don't know. Try to make friends with a friggin' dragon. Can you imagine? That thing gets pissed off at you. Now, there's some pretty big dogs that are there's one big dog that will always challenge you for as the alpha. They'll challenge you, and you're there's some times where that dog was you got to be on your toes, because if it thinks it could take your position, it will.
Oh wow.
I would think a dragon would be 10 times worse.
Yeah.
It might be friendly, and you might be able to domesticate a animal as by feeding it a little bit and but eventually that thing will say, I don't want that little berry, I think I want your finger.
Yeah. Hmm.
And you got to be careful with that. So they say cats will eat, if you die in your home, cats are the first to eat you.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they'll start eating you, and in a few days the dogs will too. So your animals that are in your house, they'll start feeding on you after you're dead. So that'll happen.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary, but
Yeah.
don't die,
Right.
or
Have somebody check in on you
Yeah.
and your animals.
yeah, that's for damn sure. Well, they're going to eat. They're going to want to eat, and they're okay.
That's true.
And then you start to decay right away, and then go from there.
Yeah.
So I think that's the even lizard bones we don't see, because their bones are so small and fragile. Mm-hmm. We can't really get very good lizard bone samples all the time. I think the best you get is when you get into an owl's nest. You can see all the little bones and stuff of everything they ate.
Yeah.
Chihuahua collars and things of that nature. You laugh, but those small dogs, those owls will yank those up.
I know, yeah.
So I would think, like I said, I think dragons would have been the same thing. I think a Komodo dragon is their mouth is so full of bacteria that if it bit you, you'd want to die.
Ew.
If you didn't die, you'd hope you would.
I bet. Ugh.
Lizards, that's just, that's disgusting when they do it. Do you see how big those Komodo dragons are?
Yeah.
You saw one in the zoo?
Yeah, I can't remember which zoo it was. It might have been out in Virginia. I think they had one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, Mikey, have you ever seen a Komodo dragon?
I haven't seen one in real life, but I have seen pictures.
We have to see. We're here in Omaha, so we have the Henry Doyley Zoo.
Dorley.
Is it Dorley or Doyle?
Henry Dorley Zoo.
Henry Dorley Zoo. I'm gonna have to look and see if they have a Komodo dragon. And if they don't, I'm going to complain to the management.
Okay, you
Because
do
I
that.
want a Komodo dragon. Now, I think we had an albino crocodile here, or alligator, one
yeah,
of the two.
one of the two. Yeah, I think we did.
So, now talk about a prehistoric, dinosaur. There you go. I would think if you've never seen a crocodile or alligator before, that might be a dinosaur or a dragon to you.
Yeah.
I could feel like that could be more of a dragon than anything.
Well, yeah, and now their tails will hurt too.
Oh yeah.
They hit you with a tail, man, that would hurt. So I don't know. It's just like dragons went from lizards to chickens, I think, or like a combination. Is that where they split off?
They might have. Yeah.
Evolution is kind of weird like that, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
So maybe some type of the lizards went to the one, and the other went to the other.
It could have been. Yeah.
So, maybe that's what happened with human evolution too. Maybe we are, whoever dropped us off here, and we started evolving. So when we run into aliens down the road, we're going to be completely different.
Yes, we
Because
are.
if you think dinosaurs are like, if an alligator and a chicken are both descendants of dinosaurs, huge difference, right?
A big difference. Yeah.
I mean, you look at those two and you're like, those aren't connected.
Yeah.
That would be kind of crazy, right, Mikey?
That is true.
So
That is weird.
now it's you got to think evolution is based off of it's really based off of where you are and what it's your survival things that go through. Now here's another thing, Mikey. Did you know you have eyelids, right?
Yeah.
Do you know you have two sets of eyelids?
Wait, what?
Yeah, you have two sets of eyelids. Did you know that?
No.
Ones that go up and down and one that go across. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
You don't use the ones that go across. We don't use those anymore. There's reminiscence of them, but they aren't used anymore. And as evolution goes through and we haven't used them, they go away.
Huh.
Did not know that.
Yep. So the
Okay.
same thing with hair. Now, humans used to be a lot hairier. So with that's because that's what kept us warm. And as we started evolving and wearing clothes and wearing animal skins and stuff like that, evolution has said, oh, we don't need that body hair anymore. So it starts to fade that away. That's how evolution works.
Oh. Okay. I could see that making sense.
Yep. So you'll see there's a lot of stuff that is that's in our DNA that we don't use anymore. So if something happens where it caused that DNA to alter or change, or people go in there and start screwing with things, that's what it would be. So now we know they're going to bring back the woolly mammoth.
Yes.
That is there's no.
How close are they to that?
I think they're really close.
Okay.
I think what they're going to do is they have to. Now they have some fauna from that area too that they have preserved as well.
Okay.
So they're going to reintroduce that and the woolly mammoth. So, which to me is kind of scary as is.
So they're going to Jurassic Park us.
I don't know. I hope they don't decide to find dinosaur DNA because here's the thing. Dinosaurs were egg. They did eggs, right?
Right.
So what they're going to do with the woolly mammoth is they're going to take the woolly mammoth and they're going to take the DNA from a woolly mammoth to the next closest relative, which is, I believe, the Indian elephant,
Okay.
the one with the smaller ears. I think that's closer to the woolly mammoth.
Okay.
What they're going to do is they're going to basically impregnate that with the DNA of a woolly mammoth, and they're going to have a new woolly mammoth come out.
Okay.
So with that theory, now a lot of people say, well, a chicken is a dinosaur, right? So if they inject dinosaur DNA, like a T-Rex DNA or a Velociraptor DNA into a chicken, that chicken can basically lay an egg that can be a dinosaur.
That's a
All
scary
right.
thought.
That is scary.
So a lot of people think, well, you can't do, they were egg layers, so you can't replicate those. Well, yeah, if you take their next closest, now dinosaurs started as small creatures, so now they may decide that okay, well let's take an ostrich. An ostrich lays some pretty good eggs.
Oh yeah.
Why don't
they
we
do.
put in the DNA there, and we could start making dinosaurs again. It's a scary thought. It's a scary process that can be. And there's plenty of movies that are warning us, I think, and they all start with Jurassic.
Yes, they do.
And it's a horrible idea
It
because
is.
you introduce a apex predator back into a civilization that we have now. It's a bad idea. I'm not
Very bad
100
idea.
not 100% sure I'm on board with woolly mammoth coming
Yeah,
back.
because where are they going to put it at?
I believe they're going to put it out in Russia. It was going to go out in. So they're saying up in Russia, the land that is not able to be used up there.
Mm-hmm.
If they put it up there, apparently that used to be a better temperature place.
Oh, okay.
So the idea is that the woolly mammoth will basically be up in the area. They eat the flora and fauna up in that area, and basically them walking around will help change the terrain where it won't be snow impacted all the time.
Oh.
They're saying that they could actually change the whole region into more of a lush greenery
Oh,
rather than just snow covered, impossible land.
that would be interesting,
It would be now.
but scary at the same time.
Would be scary at the same time, but we also don't understand what it's going to do nowadays. We don't know how they're going to be able to survive in modern times because you're talking mammoths were around during the Ice Age.
Right.
So if what they're saying is, well, because the mammoths don't exist, this is the reason why this region is this way. Well, then why did they go extinct in the first place? If they're the reason that they changed that, why was there an ice age? And that very well could be just the way the Earth goes. So we always have warming and cooling trends. So I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
A lot to think about.
Yep. So, like I said, I think dragons may have evolved to smaller creatures. Maybe
Yeah.
they're a lot smaller than, and now the flying dragon is kind of an old, the current version of dragon that used to be.
Could be.
So, I don't know. That's a crazy show. I don't
It
know where we're
was.
going
We went
there.
crazy on that one too.
Yeah, we seem to do that every once in a while. So, I don't know. That was a pretty good after show. I think I want to touch on the real dragons there
Okay.
because they really do exist.
Yeah.
So, and chickens are them. So
Okay.
you eat that. Oh my goodness! I just realized something.
Dare I ask what?
Yeah. You ever had dino chicken nuggets?
Yeah.
You're eating dinosaurs.
I've seen them. Yeah.
You're actually eating actual dinosaurs. Not just shaped like dinosaurs, but
Actual
actual
dinosaurs.
dinosaurs. How about that?
Oh wow.
Isn't that crazy?
You've got issues.
I have issues. How did this show start?
We all got issues.
Yeah, we all have issues. If you'd like to see more of our issues, we are on Facebook. You can see us on Instagram. We're also on X, or formerly Twitter.
Yep. And you can also listen to us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google, Apple, Amazon, and Samsung.
And many others. I mean, just
Yep.
about everyone out there that we're on.
Yeah.
You could also watch and listen to us on YouTube. We're also on Rumble, and we have our little tidbits on TikTok as well.
Yep. Whatever platform, you can almost find us on any platform out there.
Yep. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment if you want. If you like our shows, the more support we get from everybody, the better off we are. We look forward to to doing more shows like this, right?
We do, yeah.
All right. I think that would be a good after show.
Alrighty, bye everybody.